Moving sector. Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you a hybrid skill DPS build using the new exotic backpack, the NINJABIKE backpack. Okay, so let me take you through the pieces on this build. Alright, so first of all, we're going to be running two pieces of Providence Defense. So one piece gives you 15% headshot damage, the second piece gives you 10% crit chance, and the third piece gives you 15% crit damage. Okay, so on there I have weapon damage, crit damage, scale damage with a crit damage gear mod. For the chest piece, I'm running the named Providence Defense chest piece called the Sacrifice, and on here we have perfect glass cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 30%. All damage you take is amplified by 60%. Okay, so this talent goes towards your weapon and your skills. That's why perfect glass cannon is really good on hybrid builds and skill builds, because you get the 30% amplified damage towards your skills and towards all your weapons. Okay, and on here I have weapon damage, crit chance, skill damage, and a crit damage gear mod. For my holster, I'm running the named Picaro holster, so that for one piece it gives me skill haste, the second piece gives me skill tier, and on here I have a skill tier with crit chance and the weapon damage that is already rolled onto there. Okay, my other two pieces, my glove is a Empress International, so having one piece gives you skill health, and the second piece gives you skill damage, and the third piece gives you skill efficiency. On here I have skill tier, crit chance, and skill damage. For my knee pads, I'm running an Empress International knee pads with crit chance and skill damage. So skill efficiency is really good. It's really powerful because it gives you, when you have 10% skill efficiency, you get 10% skill haste, another 10% skill damage, 10% status effect, 10% repair skills, and all the yellow attributes you basically get 10% of if you have 10% skill efficiency. So for example, if you have 5% skill efficiency, you get 5% skill damage, 5% status effect, etc. Okay, so that's why skill efficiency, it's really good. Okay, and for the last piece, you're gonna wonder why I only have two pieces on the build, but I'm unlocking all three. On the Providence Defense, I have only two pieces, and I'm unlocking the third piece. And on here, I'm unlocking the second piece. That is because of the new backpack. Okay, so this is the new exotic backpack. It comes with 3 cores like the Memento. Okay, so you have a weapon damage, armor, and a skill tier. On here, I have a crit damage gear mod, and the talent is really useful. So it's called resourceful. So slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. So basically what I've done here is I've had 2 pieces of Empress. Okay, so then I can unlock skill efficiency because of the NINJABIKE backpack. I want to unlock a skill tier, and in order to do so, I just needed one piece, and because NINJABIKE backpack allows me to do that, I unlock the skill tier. And on here we get crit damage because of the NINJABIKE messenger backpack. Okay, so my stats on this build at the moment is 54 crit chance and 138 crit damage. And for my weapons, I'm running the capacitor. Okay, so what's really good about this is shooting enemies build stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, we gain 7.5% weapon damage. Okay, so we're on 6 skill tier at the moment. So we have a skill tier from the core attribute here, plus from the brands, so that's 2. We have a 3rd skill tier here, a 4th skill tier here, and a 5 skill tier here, and then the 6th one is from the specialization. So we're getting 7.5% weapon damage per skill tier. Okay, we also get 3 weapon cores on here. So a weapon core from the NINJABIKE, a weapon core from the mask, a weapon core from the chest piece, and we get 50% damage because this is the Picaro holster. So we have a lot of weapon damage stacked onto this build as well. And not just that, we have a good amount of crit chance and a good amount of crit damage. So we have 138 crit damage and 54% crit chance. And not just that, glass cannon as well. So we're getting 30% amplified damage from glass cannon. Okay, so this goes to, as I said, this goes towards your we're on 6 skill tier. So it goes towards, we have the max amount of skill tier for our skills. We've got skill damage attributes on here. Okay, and we've got glass cannon. So our skills are doing a lot of damage and our weapon is doing a lot of damage. And don't forget, you can stack, when you keep shooting with the capacitor, you build up a stack, which will increase your skills damage as well. So for my second gun, I'm using the classic M1A with damage target of cover. On here, I have InSync. So hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. When we're doing damage with our skills and we are shooting someone with our weapon, we are doing double damage from our weapon and from the skills. Okay. For my last gun, I'm using the card 45 with damage target of cover, and on here I have Future Perfect. Weapon kills grants 1%, 1 skill tier for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapons kills at skill tier 6 grants overcharge for 15 seconds. So if you get a kill, if I get a kill with the pistol, because I'm already at 6 skill tier, I'll basically put my skills on overcharge. All right. I'm using the reason I'm using the technician is because I get the extra skill tier, which is the last skill tier I need. There's a few ways I was thinking of changing things about on this build. For people that don't like glass cannon, if you watch the gameplay, I did get dropped a few times. With using glass cannon, you're really squishy. So another alternative is to use obliterate. Okay, so obliterate compared to normal glass cannon, not perfect glass cannon, is the same amount of DPS. Okay, but you just have to stack with obliterate. The only downside to that is your skills won't get that amplified damage from obliterate. Another talent that you can use on the chest piece is called Overwatch. So I think it's, you get, when you're in cover, you get 12% weapon damage and 12% skill damage, and also that also goes towards your teammates as well. So that's another alternative talent that you can use. I'd recommend maybe using a Province Defense and trying to pick one up with either Obliterate or Overwatch if you do not like Glass Cannon. For my skills, I'm running the Assault Turret and the Striker Drone. Okay, so let's take a look in the shooting range. So I'll show you in the shooting range what the DPS looks like just from the gun itself. So the downside to this is you're pretty squishy. So for heroic content, I think it'll be really powerful for heroic content. On legendary, you might get dropped quite a few times. Okay, because I did. So I was thinking of maybe switching it to obliterate or so see, you can see we reach 4.5 obliterate or Overwatch. It's not too bad in DPS just from the gun alone. 4.5. And the reason I have a lot of quite a decent amount of crit damage on here is, don't forget, you've got to remember the capacitor has a gear mod, which has it's inspected. So yeah, you have 10% crit chance and you get a lot of crit damage from one of the mods on the capacitor, so you get 30% crit damage. For my skills, I'll show you my skills. Yeah, I've just gotta, because they're gonna die quite quickly. So at the moment it's at 155 already for the assault turret. 151. Okay, so I'm gonna continue stacking. Let's see what numbers we got. Okay, so we got 164. Okay. 180. So we're getting 180. I think 198. So we're getting 180 from the assault turret, which is pretty good. And I'm finishing off these elites quite fast just with my weapon alone. So yeah, that's pretty much the build, guys. It's pretty powerful build. I think for heroic content it'll be really good because it'll be really useful. Another alternatives that you can do is, what you could do is you can change one of the weapon damage cores into a skill tier and have gunner, so you get you have more survivability, because gunner gives you armor on kill, which can be useful. So that's another way you can run it. You can change the chest piece to either obliterate, Overwatch. Those are the two other talents that I would recommend you using if you don't like running glass cannon. But just remember, one of them you have to stack and you don't get the extra damage for the skills, The other one, you get damage for your weapon and your skills, but it won't be as high as Obliterate or Glass Cannon. But those are two good alternative talents. And I said again, you can do, what you can do is you can change this weapon core into a skill tier, and then you'll be on 6 skill tier, and then change this to gunner. That means you'll have more survivability, and gunner specialization is more towards DPS anyway. So I might actually test that change out, and I'll have to test I'll try test a bunch of other things, but I think that will be another good way to run this build. And anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and like this video, and good luck grinding. Honestly, I'm so tired from grinding. But anyways, guys, peace.